The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 129, The Churros. At that moment, Espanto, the black cat, strolled past Nuria's pink rubber boots and rubbed against them, as a loving greeting exclusively for Nuria. It jumped onto the bed and, quite visibly and annoyingly ignoring Rita, claimed her duvet by laying on it. With a somewhat offended look, the cat made it clear that it considered itself the only owner of the VW bus and would come and go as it pleased. Rita disagreed with Espanto's exclusive ownership. She pulled a chair forward and climbed onto it. With a powerful blow, she opened the rusty ventilation hatch in the roof, pointed to it and said to the cat, "You can come and go through there." Together with Nuria, Rita navigated through the city's winding alleys. She was worried if the cat would be able to get out through the vent. Just as they rounded another corner, the cat suddenly jumped down from a rooftop and joined them. It vanished again shortly after. After quite a distance, Rita began to detect the aroma of cocoa milk and pancakes. As they turned into another labyrinthine alley, they stumbled upon a cozy sidewalk cafe. The small round tables that lined up the wall were almost all occupied. People sat with plates filled with delicate, golden-fried, cinnamon sugar-dusted churros and cups of hot chocolate. The scent reminded Rita of cinnamon swirls, much like the ones she used to enjoy from a bakery in Denmark. It seemed that the Danish baker had tried to recreate an original Spanish recipe. Over time, the appearance and preparation of these treats had evolved, becoming baked roulade cuts topped with chocolate icing, aptly named chocolate snails. As they approached, it appeared that these treats were the cafe's specialty. Nuria pointed to an empty table and said, "I always sit there because I can watch them from outside make churros inside." Rita quickly recognized the oblong cakes dipped in hot chocolate as churros. She turned to Nuria and asked, "Shall we sit at your table?" Nuria disagreed, saying, "They taste even better after our library trip when we're really hungry." Reluctantly, Rita tore her gaze from the tantalizing churros and continued with Nuria on their tour through the city. Eventually, they reached the library and entered. The familiar scent of books filled the air, making Rita feel at home, even in a foreign country. It wasn't surprising, as books everywhere were made from the same material. As they passed rows of bookshelves, Rita slowed down and tried to read the titles. They were all in Spanish and she needed more time than usual. She wished she had learnt more languages at the school. Nuria tugged at Rita's little finger each time and whispered firmly, "Come on. Nara is waiting for us behind the shelves down the hall." They traversed a nearly empty main hall, where librarians pushed carts loaded with borrowed books, returning them to their places on the shelves. Finally, they reached the last book rack at the end of the hall. Nuria pulled Rita's finger and said, "What did I tell you? Nara is sitting there and waiting for us." All Rita could see was Espanto, who had obviously taken a shortcut and gotten there before them. It had laid down quite relaxed on the table and felt at home. Rita looked at the two empty chairs at the table and asked, "Where?" Nuria answered firmly, "Right there, in the chair at the table. Right there. Can't you see her?"